Does a minimalist need to work a full-time job? Is a full-time job necessary, or is only if you want certain things? Now, this is how I look at it. In my opinion, a minimalist is more interested in time. Now, one can be a minimalist and work a full-time job. Many of us need to work this much just to survive. As a minimalist, you can simplify your life and save most of the money you're making. But for those who don't want to work this much, it's entirely possible to opt out of the 9-to-5 lifestyle. If you don't want to buy anything and your needs are simple, why spend so much time working? It doesn't make much sense. Full-time work doesn't leave much time to do anything else with your life. There's not much work-life balance with this lifestyle. Now, we've all been conditioned for the 9-to-5 life. It's hard to step outside it to envision anything different. Rent is the biggest expense for most people. It's hard to find rent that is cheap enough to not have to work a full-time job to pay it. The world, the system, has become very tough in this way. Some people have found a way around this. Seasonal jobs with cheap housing, or living overseas for part or all of the year where the rent is cheaper. This is one way you can find real work-life balance and have more time to do more of what you want with your life. Why are we all working so much? Now, there are only a few reasons. We're working to support the economy, and those at the top with all the money have deemed that we must work a certain number of hours each day, each week to hold down a job. Of course, we're also working to support ourselves, just trying to survive. More and more, it seems an outdated framework for living one's life. Giving so much of your time away, making someone else rich, while you struggle to pay the bills and possibly put a few bucks away for the time when you might be able to retire. The system demands your time, your energy, the best years of your life. It seems a nightmare, acid dream devised by a tyrant. Now, we must feed the system, pay tribute with our time, our energy, at the expense of our health, our sanity. It's a game we can't win. We give up our time, energy, health for money, which allows us to live. One of the primary goals of life, the main obsession for many of us, is finding a way out of this arrangement, a way out of the system, a way out of this game that you can never win. You can only survive it and get older if you reach retirement age one day. We spend years of our life running on the treadmill in the rat cage. We can't stop, can't slow down, can't get off. We have no choice but to keep running. Now, if you're like me, you're interested in finding a way to break out of this cage, a pathway to freedom. In my view, it all starts with minimalism, wanting nothing, needing very little, just the basics, food and shelter. Nothing fancy, nothing expensive that requires you to work more hours or rack up more credit card debt. In my opinion, this is where the path to freedom starts.